Welcome back to My Football Season, episode 4, and today is the series finale. The final couple matches of the season will be shown in this video, and we will find out if we win the league or choke right at the finish line. If you haven't seen the previous episodes yet, be sure to go check the playlist out now because I'm about to spoil everything that's happened so far. We are currently sitting top of the table, 1 point ahead of Watsonia with 2 matches remaining. Now our goal difference is considerably better, so all that matters in this video is winning these remaining 2 matches and we will lift the title. So let's get into the first game of the episode and see how we got on. The penultimate match of the season is at home to Daraban United, a team that earlier on in the season we beat 2-1 away from home with a 93rd minute winner from Vinny. So hopefully we have a little bit more of a comfortable day today at home so we can get the important 3 points and push that 1 step closer to the title. Now there are important updates. Our home matches are played on Monday nights, meaning the rest of the league plays before us. Watsonia has already played their second last match of the season, and I can tell you now that they won 4-1. Okay, so they've put the pressure on us. They won comfortably against Moonee Valley, 4-1, meaning that as it stands, Watsonia are 2 points clear of us, but we have a game in hand. A loss, and we're second. A draw, and we're second. A win, and we retain top spot heading into the final day of the season. A tight start to this game so far, as Vinny gets on the ball here, 5 minutes into this one. Oh, it's a lovely turn from Vinny. He goes out wide to Gianni, who whips a devilish ball in, but it's gone through everyone, and the fullback should clean this up. However, Checkers, out of nowhere, turns on the afterburners and flicks it over the defender, whips in a decent ball, but the centre-back goes up and the keeper should... Oh, well, a bit of a mix-up, but eventually the keeper does claim it. This ball goes back to Sammy. Sammy plays it out to Thorny, who goes across to Todd. Toddy takes a touch forward and has a little bit of space and decides to ping one forward to me, but the defender gets an important touch there. Spills to Scopper, now Checkers on the ball. Checkers with a poor pass, and Daraban come away with it. Vinny heads it down. Keeps the ball, goes out wide to Checkers, who starts his marauding run down the line. Checkers Palladino finds Tom Harrison, continues his run. I give him another little return pass. Checkers with a great touch. Is there someone in the middle? He whips it in. But unfortunately, we couldn't get numbers in the box. And there hasn't really been a clear chance on goal so far in this one. It's been a tight start. We maybe just have edged the possession stats. Ball's up in the air, headed out by the defender, only as far as Scopper, who gives it out to me out wide. And I've got an opportunity to whip a ball in. I do, it's a little low. The defender does well, and it's a corner for us. First corner of the game for us here, as I whip it in. Not a great ball. Falls to Vinny, though, and he nearly turns it goalwards, just outside the post, and the scoreline remains 0-0. Goalkeeper plays it short for Daraban as they have the ball in their possession. Out wide to the fullback. He goes back to the centre-back. And we're now starting to want to put on a little bit of a press here. And we've won it here with Scopper. And we've got numbers in the middle as JB gets on it. JB looks up, has a hit, and finds the bottom corner. He doesn't score many, but he scored a very important goal today. JB gives us the lead. I think it's his second goal of the season. If I remember correctly, he scored in the second round of the season, something like that. But it's a huge time to get a goal for us. 20 minutes into this one, and we have a 1-0 advantage. Daraban with some controlled possession in the forward half here. I try to win the ball a couple times. Not great defending from me as it goes out wide to the winger. He whips a good ball in and Gio's isolated, but he just guides it out for a goal kick and we consolidate our 1-0 lead. But Daraban just starting to build into this one a little bit. Gio throws it in. It's headed back by the Daraban man, but Gio has a second crack at it. And Vinny flicks it on brilliantly, and I'm isolated, so I just hoof it long. We've been under a little bit of pressure in the last 5 minutes, so I just gave us a little bit of clearance. Somehow, it turned out to be a perfect ball, because Scopper turns on the pace and gets there before the number 5. He's into the box, he's got options with him, he goes for the shot, and the keeper makes a good save. Scopper did have a couple options in the box, but I understand after you've worked that hard to get the ball, sometimes you get a little bit of tunnel vision, and he did well to create the chance. It remains 1-0, and we're starting to threaten once again. So we do have a corner here after that chance. I whip in a decent ball in, and it's headed down, falls to Thorny right in front. Oh my God! He won't mind me saying, it's possibly one of the worst misses I've ever seen in my life, in real life at the very least. And unfortunately for him, I've got it on camera, and it is now on YouTube in front of all of you. Thorny with a chance from 2 yards out, over the bar, he couldn't sort his feet out, and it remains 1-0. Will we end up regretting that missed opportunity? I'm hoping we don't. We've won it high here with Harry, and it's fall to Gianni, who goes inside to Vinny in a little bit of space. Vinny has a shot from distance, and I tell you what, it was swerving around. The keeper sort of over-dived, but he managed to get his feet back in, and JB pokes that forward, and it's just gone out for a goal kick. Free kick for Daraban here in a pretty dangerous area if they can whip a good ball in. It's a high ball, it's over, it's bouncing. Sammy's just about missed it, and Gio manages to clear it off the line. I tell you what, I think it might have got caught in the wind or something. It was a very high ball. Sammy just about misjudged it, but Gio clears it off the line, and we retain our advantage, for now at least. The resulting corner is whipped in high and not really great, but the defender does get a shot on, but that trickles out for a goal kick. After those couple chances for them, we look to alleviate a bit of the pressure, and Sammy just goes long off the goal kick. Vinny jumps up high and gets a good flick, and he's taken out a couple defenders too, and I might be in here. I've got a defender on my right, I'm in on goal, we slot it into the bottom corner, and it's time for a knee slide. 2-0 to the boys, and a massive goal in the complexion of this season. Now, as much as this goal might seem like it was just a bit of a fluke how it came about, it was not. It was very well planned by Vinny, who told me to step away and get on the final man because he's going to jump and try and flick it on. And that is exactly what he did. He put me on my path, and once I was in on goal, the only thing I was seeing was that bottom corner. And we found our 27th goal of the season to put us 2-0 up in a massive game. And Watsonia, who would be watching this game, would not like the sight of that. A 2-goal advantage surely won't be lost in this one. But we are in the first half, and there is plenty of football yet to play. Ball's bouncing up here. Scopper's been sort of nutmegged, and Checkers plays a lovely ball down the line. Now I'm chasing this one, so too is the goalkeeper. He grabs it, and he takes it over and out of the box. Now, the referee has given a free kick, but this one is an indirect free kick for a handball outside the box by the goalkeeper. Nevertheless, an opportunity for us to get our third goal of the game. I'm standing over this one, and Gianni's going to hit this with his wand of a left foot. Here we go, I tap it short, the defender rushes, Gianni whips it to the back stick, nearly got onto Thorny's head, nearly found the back post, but just goes out for a goal kick, and that will lead us into halftime with a 2-0 advantage. Goal kick for Sammy as we start this second half. Todd on the ball, and he looks to hit another one of his trademark long balls, and he has absolutely smoked that, and we are in. We are 3v2 in the final third. Scopper on the ball, he finds me, big chance, and I've fluffed my lines. I couldn't get my head over it. There was a slight bobble, but no excuses. I should have hit the target, and it remains 2-0. And as I'm chasing a 30-goal season, that one could have been my 28th, and I've hit it over the bar. It stays 2-0. Checkers once again in space with the ball. He pokes it past the defender, finds Scopper, and I'm in space now. What can I do down the line? I go to take a touch, and I've been absolutely clattered by the number 5. He got a little bit of the ball, but the studs were high, and I can tell you, I had a mark on my shin for the next few days. A strong tackle, he certainly let me know he was there. Checkers with the ball in his hand this time as he throws it down the line. Vinny finds himself in a bit of space, and Scopper looks to whip a ball in. He does, and the defender miscues his clearance. Gianni can't quite get there, but it doesn't matter. It finds the back of the net, and that is 3 goals to us, and surely now that means 3 points are coming back to the boys. 3-0 as Daraban kick us off, and I'll be honest, the points are surely wrapped up now. We are thinking, how many goals can we score? It's been a good performance. We're only 10 minutes into the second half, and we smell blood. Thorny pokes in and does a lovely tackle there. Harry gets on it. Oh, and then Harry turns his man and even sends the cameraman the wrong way. Vinny pokes it out wide, is fouled, but the ref plays on. Gianni whips a good ball in. Defender clears only as far as me, onto my left foot, and we've got 2 goals in a minute to send us 4 goals up, and now the points surely are wrapped up. And I am looking at a possibility of back-to-back hat-tricks. Well, we put the pressure on them straight away from kickoff. Thorny won us the ball. Harry, Vinny, Gianni combined well. Their defender miscued the clearance, and I had the ball in the box, which means only one thing. Another goal for your boy. They kick off once more, and I put the press on straight away. 4-0, and we really are sniffing blood, trying to get a 5th, a 6th, a 7th. We are having fun with this. How many goals can we get? Can I get another hat-trick? That's what I'm after. Goes back to the goalkeeper. I'm putting pressure on him, hoping he makes a mistake, but he clears it long, and that will go out for a throw-in. We've regained possession. What can we do with the ball? That's the question. We've scored 2 goals in 2 minutes, and already we have the ball back in the front third. Gio throws it into me. I turn the defender, but lose the ball. But Scopper does well to win it back. I hit a little Ronaldo chop. Scopper drops it to me. Touch to set myself into the bottom corner, and it's hit the post. Oh my word, that was the hat-trick right there. It's hit the post and crawled across the line before going out. We nearly had 3 goals in 3 minutes. I nearly had a hat-trick in back-to-back games, but we miss out and the scoreline remains 4-0. And I can't believe that didn't go in. It rolled across the line, guys. Striker on the ball here. It's taken by the number 41, I think that is. Pokes it forward, and Thorny tried to put a tackle in, but he'd been skipped past. The number 10 whips a good ball in, it's flicked on, big save from Sammy, and the striker nearly follows it up. We survive as Toddy clears it with a sliding tackle. It remains 4-0, and the pride in our defence is visible. Even with the result surely wrapped up, we do not want to concede a goal. That clean sheet is first and foremost. They throw it in here around about halfway through the second half, as Thorny wins that. Zeus knocks it down, who's come off the bench. Harry finds Vinny. Now, I'm isolated out wide as Vinny finds me. I've got the number 5 1v1. Little fake shot inside. He slips over. I hit it with my left foot. And it's a great save by the goalkeeper. I hit that shot really well. It was maybe a little bit central in the goal, but the keeper still had to make a save, which he did. Daraban coming forward with it. 20 minutes left in this one. 4-0. Great tackle there from Vinny to win possession for the boys. And Sammy has it. He hoofs it long. And that one's bounced up to Zeus, who tries to win the flick on. Falls to me. I play a little ball to Zeus. We have another opportunity here. It falls to Gianni. Big chance for Gianni. And it's well blocked by the defender. We went coast to coast quickly there in the hunt for a 5th goal. Corner for us as I look to whip it in with a bit of pace. It's a good ball into Gio. He won the header. He did well to even win the header, to be fair. But it's just gone over the crossbar. And it remains 4-0. Connor does well. Skips past his man. Zeus turns. Plays a safe little ball in. Connor has it again, but Vinny takes it off him and hits a lovely shot, and it's an even better save by the goalkeeper. Vinny's looking for some shots from distance. He hasn't scored yet, but he's been threatening. Now, Vinny on the ball again. He goes forward to Connor, who tries to create something, but the defender pushes him out, and he goes back to Gianni. Touch forward. Gianni has a hit. Oh, and he's found the top corner. Oh my word, what a goal from Gianni. He's been threatening that for a little while, and I tell you what, since coming into the team around halfway through the season, Gianni has been a massive addition for us. Plenty of assists, and I think he's got 6 or 7 goals as well, and that one is one of the goals of the season. A little touch forward, and an absolute whack into the top bins, off the crossbar just to make it even better, and that is 5-0 for us. We're going back to the top of the league, going into the final day of the season. Dying minutes here as the ball goes forward, and here is Michael, or as we call him, Crouchy, for obvious reasons, on the ball. He has a shot, and it could have been his first goal of the season, but it's a great save by the goalkeeper. Oh, it would have been an amazing moment. Nevertheless, it's saved. The result is finished. That is full time. 5-0 for us. And like I said earlier, we are going top of the league heading into the final day of the season. Now, with that result out the way, we head into the final day with a 1-point lead over Watsonia. Both of us with tough away fixtures on the final day. Yes, we're away from home. Now, I've never filmed away from home because my cameraman can't get there, unfortunately. The Monday nights are the only days available. Now, I tried very hard. Believe me, I wish that this game was on video. But I do have a story to tell, which I will tell you right now. Like most competitions around the world, the final day was played at the same time. We had a tough away fixture against Heidelberg, while Watsonia, they travelled to Moreland United, who haven't had a good season, but their pitch, it was so hard to play on, was always going to be a difficult fixture. Both these games played at the exact same time, but for the sake of this video, I'm going to tell you their result before I tell you ours. Watsonia went away from home and came away with a 3-1 victory. So, as you guys know, right now, Watsonia 3-1 takes them top of the league. Now it was over to us. So I'll talk you through the parts that obviously weren't on camera, because there are some parts that were on camera, and we'll get to those. We start off a minute into the game where I had a free kick in a wide area, and I hit one of the best free kicks I've hit all season, right into the top corner, and it hit the crossbar and came away. It stayed 0-0, and I was shattered. I'm thinking, this is not going to be my day. Are you serious? And then 2 minutes later, we had another free kick, this time on the opposite side. So Gianni took it. He whipped a good cross in, and it went through everyone and found the bottom corner. 1-0 to Faulkner after only 3 minutes, and it looked like already we were on our way to winning the title. However, it didn't pan out that way, because despite dominating for the next 10 or so minutes, 20 minutes into the game, they had a corner. And from that corner happened something that I still can't believe to this day. I wish I could show you this. The referee gave a penalty to them for holding, apparently. Mind you, at these corners, especially at State 4 level of football, everyone is holding each other. It is like a wrestling match in there. And the referee decided, let's make this interesting, let's give a penalty to them, and they had their way back into the game. The question was, were they going to bury it? Yes. Unfortunately, he did send Sammy the wrong way, and it was 1 goal apiece 25 minutes into the game. Now, what happened from there can only be described as anti-football. It was not a football match, honestly. The pitch was bumpy, it was horrible, it was just terrible. All the crowd was really close to the pitch and there was tackles flying in everywhere. The referee wasn't giving anything. It was crazy. We were not going to score. I honestly believe I would not have scored in that game if we played it 10 times over. It was so messy and just a big fight essentially. And we continued at 0-0 into halftime. We started the second half and continued 0-0 until the 60th minute. From the 60th minute, we went to the 70th. 70th to the 80th. 1-1 and we needed a goal. Now at this point in the 85th minute, we had a corner. Sammy came up for the corner. Even though it was only 1-1, we needed the win to win the title. So we needed a goal. As Sammy came up for the corner, they cleared it and there was a counter-attack. We did not have a goalkeeper in our goal. One of their players was running essentially into an open goal. It was only Checkers alone trying to stop him. Checkers is doing these ones, trying to like put him off, and he ran up and thankfully the horrible pitch went in our favour. As he went to take a shot, the ball took a bobble, he shanked it, and it went out for a throw-in. The game remained 1-1, and we still had a chance. Now I'm into the 90th minute, and here is where I'm going to leave you, at least for a little bit, because someone else described this so much better than I did. You see, Watsonia have also made a video series throughout this entire season, showing this season and this title race from their perspective. And they did have their cameras on for the final day of the season. So I'm going to send you over to the guys that did their video series, Pitchside Production. By the way, a seriously good series. I would recommend watching it, even if you want to just see what happened from their perspective. But anyway, go have a look and see how the season finished up.
Bro, so Falcon need to score this and they promote. Last chance.
Please, Robbie.
Last chance. Sounds like.
Oh. Oh my God! What's wrong? What's wrong? Faulkner just scored. Hey, who cares? Fucking brilliant.
A 96th minute winner to win the league. Guys, I cannot explain how mental that was. Mind you, the person who scored it, which was not clear on the video, was Zeus, who actually retired twice during the season. And he was only brought back because we had injuries or whatever and we needed him to come and help us out. He didn't score the entire season. He had more retirements than goals. And then in the 96th minute of the final day of the season, he pokes home the goal that crowns us champions of the league. Now, honestly, it was unbelievable. I went home and the first thing that hit me was, I wish I had my cameraman available at those games. Now, if you guys are enjoying this series, be sure to let me know in the comments and I will try my best next season to not only film the home matches, but the away ones as well. So with the title wrapped up and in our hands, we now move on to the individual awards, the Golden Boot. I went into the final day around about 10 goals clear of the Golden Boot. Now, even though I didn't score, I did manage to wrap it up. 28 goals and 17 assists. Now, unfortunately, I didn't get 30 goals, which is what I really wanted. However, because we won the league, we went into a bit of a playoff match to see who would be the champion of the region. And in that match, I managed to score 2 goals and 3 assists, getting me 30 goals and 20 assists. 50 goal involvements in 22 matches for the season, and everything was nicely balanced. Now, as a little bit of bonus content, I'm going to show you those goals now before we wrap up the series. Funnily enough, even this game in the 70th minute, I hadn't scored yet. Both my goals coming quite late on, but this one obviously came down the line. I shaped up to shoot on my left foot before cutting in and smashing it home on my right foot. And then a couple minutes later, the ball bounced up in the air and I found myself on the edge of the box, twisted my man and had another shot from distance, this one as well, finding the bottom corner. 2 goals for me on the day, 30 for the season, 50 goal involvements for the season as well, and we won the title. League title, Golden Boot, 50 goal involvements. Season 1 of my football season couldn't have gone better. Be sure to let me know in the comments if you've enjoyed this series. This has been my favourite to make by far on the channel. And be sure to come back next time for episode 1 of season 2. I'll see you guys then.